Hey everybody, Derek Beck, and welcome downtown North Platte to the Cedar Room. We're back better than ever and have a new feature for you here as well. If it looks different back here, it's because we're back in the kitchen at the Cedar Room. I have Rick, our executive chef here, and we're going to try to do weekly offerings of lunch and dinner specials. So what do you got for us this week?
This week for lunch, we're going to do green chili chicken pepper jack mac and cheese.
Well, that sounds amazing. All right.
And for lunch, we're going to do a blackened walleye with a creamy dill sauce, served with wild rice and broccolini.
I can't wait. I was just bragging to somebody over the weekend. They were going, man, fish sounds real good. I'm like, well, you just need to go to the Cedar Room, and we'll show them why today.
Yeah.
All right. Take me through it.
Awesome. We're going to start off with the lunch feature, the green chili chicken pepper jack mac and cheese. First of all, we are going to grill a chicken breast. I have that mostly done over here.
Okay.
And pull that off the grill. We're going to use a thermometer, double check. Need to be at least 165 degrees internal temperature. We're good. We're about 167. Then we'll just cut that. Little chunks, and we'll start our mac and cheese.
Yeah, that's a good sized chicken breast for to go with the mac and cheese.
Yeah, it's a 7-ounce chicken breast, so it's a nice big chicken breast. Probably lose maybe an ounce, half ounce in the cooking process, but yeah, it's still a very nice sized chicken breast. The mac and cheese, we're going to start off with just some heavy whipping cream in a saute pan.
Yeah, if you ever wanted to know the right way to make mac and cheese, pay attention.
Yeah, don't buy it in a box. It's so easy to make. Macaroni and cheese is the easiest thing in the world to make. See, now we got a nice rolling boil, so we're probably safe to start adding cheese. You gotta get it before boils over. This is jack cheddar. We'll melt that down a little bit. And then we'll add in some pepper jack. You want about 2-to-1 pepper jack to jack cheddar ratio in this mac and cheese. If you're making a regular plain mac and cheese, plain cheddar's fine. Mm-hmm. Now we're starting to get nice and creamy. We're going to add in a little salt and pepper. Okay. Green chilies. Want a decent amount of green chili in there. That's a ton of flavor there. And we'll add our chicken in.
Yeah, between the pepper jack and then you throw the green chilies in there, this is going to have a lot of flavor. Yeah.
Yep. And it's not super spicy.
Yeah.
I mean, you can make it as spicy as you want. For most people, they come in to dine are going to want something. You want
to taste it, not feel it. Yeah. Only professionals should be doing that. I would have had it everywhere.
It happens sometimes. It's nice and thick now. You can see as it's flipping.
Yeah, you can see it.
You got some nice cheese pull, so it's very cheesy.
Yeah.
You want a nice cheesy mac and cheese. You don't want it to be mostly cream. You want to taste that cheese in there. Just make sure everything's real hot all the way through. Make sure your pasta's nice and warm.
Right.
You don't want to serve people cold food or undone food, or even for yourself at home. And we're looking pretty good, so we're going to go ahead and throw it in the bowl.
Right in the bowl.
And that is our green chili pepper jack chicken mac and cheese.
We're at the Cedar Room with Rick. He is the executive chef here at the Cedar Room, and we're getting ready for this week's dinner special, which is going to be a blackened walleye with wild rice, a creamy dill sauce, and broccoli. Show us how it's done, Rick.
So when you blacken stuff, you give it a pretty good coat. So quite a bit of seasoning.
You do both sides?
Now we're gonna spray this. A little easier to pull it back off.
For sure.
We're just doing it in the oven. Let's throw that in the oven. Set our timer for like 10 minutes. Again, you're gonna wanna temp this about 145 degrees internal temperature on fish. So not quite as done as the chicken, but you wanna make sure it's done.
Yep, that's good.
And we're gonna start our vegetables.
How do you decide what you're going to pair with what when you're making your menus? So we're doing blackened walleye, and it looks like we're going for the broccoli. How do you make your decision when it comes to that?
Well, we do, it's a seasonal vegetable. We change them. We just used asparagus for a few months, and then with some of the features I was planning for these next few months, broccolini just goes a little nicer with some of it. So it's kind of pick and choose. We have green beans all the time, so sometimes we might just use the green beans instead of the seasonal veg. Depends on the dish. But the broccolini is going to be really nice with this. Hit that in a saute pan. Right here. We're going to add some chicken stock. And steam it. So I'm going to put a lid on here for a little bit. While that's going, we can work on the dill sauce. Start pan with some oil. And garlic. All right. So yeah, it's nice translucent. We're gonna add in our cream. I have some fresh cut dill here. Add that to there. Just a pinch of brown sugar. You want a hint of sweetness. You don't want a sweet sauce.
Right.
Check on our vegetables. Okay, that dill sauce should be done. A nice creamy sauce.
You bet. Wow.
Our vegetables are getting pretty close, so at this point we're going to go ahead and season them. A little salt and pepper.
I've seen people do the seasoning early in the cook. I see you do it towards the end. Is there method to that madness? Does it just take it a little bit better?
If you do it too early, you can burn the salt and pepper.
Gotcha.
And it'll taste really bitter. And we're going to add just a splash of white wine. Saute that with the garlic and the seasoning, the wine. And we're gonna add in some chunks of butter. And our rice. Oh yeah,
Oh
rice
yeah,
is
that's
ready.
really thickened up.
Rice is looking real good. Perfect. So while we're waiting on the fish, we're gonna go ahead and get our plate ready. That wild rice right in the center of the plate. We're gonna put the fish over the top of it,
Okay.
so it's rice isn't necessarily a side, it's actually part of the dish.
And folks, just a reminder, you can check out the lunch specials, dinner specials. Those are going to be online and on social media weekly. Check those out, and then we'll be here to remind you as well with the post. But you can always hop online, www.thecedarroomne.com, or you can hit them up on social media. Facebook's a good place to go. And make sure early in the week you're going to know what the offerings are going to be. And then we'll be bringing them to you here as well, so you can see how awesome they're going to be. And this has been a really, really good look at it here today.
Okay. Internal temperature. We are good now. About 148. So that's perfect. So you want to get... You got to be kind of delicate with it. You don't want to destroy the fish. You want it to go out looking real pretty. So we scoop it off. And then we'll lay it right across our
Look
rice.
at that plate full of food. But wait, we're not done. Yeah.
And the sauce. Lemon and our vegetables.
And there it is, your dinner special here for tonight. Blackened walleye, you've got the rice, you have the broccoli, and of course the dill sauce. I can't wait to try this. Excellent job though.
Thank you.
So here we are, it's time to go in and try this. Yeah, this looks excellent. Again, we talked about it. This is the dinner special. This is the blackened walleye, the dill sauce with the seasoned vegetable, and of course it's broccoli, one of my favorites, so you know this is gonna be great. But I gotta go, we gotta get some of the rice, gotta get some of that over here, and we're gonna take this tip right over here on the walleye. Gotta make sure you get some of everything. Let's do this. Wow, Rick, just an explosion of flavor. Oh my gosh. I mean, walleye is good anyway. That's some of the best walleye I've ever had. You said this was wild caught?
Wild caught walleye,
Right on.
yes.
And the rice is perfect. It's not tough, full of flavor. And then the dill seasoning, that's the ticket.
Yeah.
Right there. So we'll get some of the veggie here. I gotta have, there it is, splattered it all over. Good for me, but a little bit more of this. And then we'll try the mac and cheese, but look at all this sauce though. Gotta get all that good stuff on there. Just excellent, wow. You can taste everything. So that's awesome. So you gotta have that. And wanna go back to the mac and cheese here real quick. This is the lunch special here this week. And this is a the chicken mac and cheese, and you had all sorts of cheese in here, pepper jack. You had the chili peppers in here as well.
Yep, green chilies.
The green chilies, there you go. Try this. Right off the bat, you can get those green chilies, but again, like we talked about in the back, there's no heat to this. I mean, it's just all flavor. So, friends, when you go to a restaurant, one of the things, the biggest complaint sometimes will be, well, it didn't have good flavor. I guarantee you that will not be what you're talking about when you leave here. You're gonna leave full, look at all this food, and you're gonna leave with a ton of flavor. Great job, Rick. We'll do it again next week. Of course, you can see all these online, www.thecedarroomne.com, on social media with the Cedar Room on Facebook, or check out the post as well. But man, you gotta come check out this. I'm not done yet, so anyway, see you next week.